Welcome to the deep dive. We're here taking a look at, well, a whole stack of sources, articles, notes, research, all from really just the last 10 hours or so.
That's right.
And our goal today, July 30th, 2025, is to pull out the most important bits, the surprising facts, basically giving you a shortcut to feeling genuinely informed without, all the usual overwhelm.
Exactly. It's about cutting through that constant stream of news.
And this is truly global. We're aiming to connect some dots, see what links these seemingly separate events together.
Yeah, because when you look at them side by side, patterns can emerge, insights you just wouldn't get from quickly scrolling a feed. It's about seeing those ripple effects, really.
Okay, so let's unpack this.
Yeah.
And we have to start with something, well, truly impactful. A huge natural event, just in the last few hours. A magnitude 8.8 earthquake off the coast of Kamchatka.
8.8, that's a major, major quake.
Huge. And it immediately set off tsunami warnings. We're talking Russia, Japan, Hawaii, even the U.S. West Coast.
The whole Pacific Rim, basically.
And it wasn't just warnings. Reports say tsunami waves up to 5 meters actually hit Kamchatka itself.
5 meters. Wow, that's serious coastal impact right there.
Absolutely. So beyond the immediate danger, what does this tell us?
Well, what's really quite fascinating here, I think, is the response. The scale of it.
The evacuations.
Exactly. Nearly 900,000 residents evacuated in Japan. That's a massive number. And similar alerts and preparedness actions across Hawaii, parts of California.
Right.
It really underscores how much better the coordination and the warning systems have become. We're seeing perhaps a new level of international cooperation in disaster response, learning from the past,
A sort of grim silver lining, maybe. Better prepared and driven by past events. Okay.
Yeah.
So speaking of things shaking up, let's shift to the financial world, because things are definitely on edge there.
Oh, absolutely.
This is where it gets really interesting, I think. We're in, the first few hours of a super tense 72-hour window. Crunch time. Yeah. Multiple central banks are about to announce decisions. You've got the Fed, the Bank of Canada, the Bank of Japan, all lining up.
A confluence of major players.
And investors. They're not just watching interest rates. They're also eyeing these looming tariff deadlines, plus key earnings reports. Microsoft, Meta, the tech giants.
Right. It's a perfect storm of potential market movers.
So what makes this particular 72-hour period so critical? Is it just the number of things happening at once?
Well, partly, but let's connect this to the bigger picture. If we zero in, a key detail is that August 1st deadline for Trump's proposed Liberation Day tariffs.
Ah, right. That's coming up fast.
Very fast. And the language itself, Liberation Day, signals a pretty assertive stance on trade policy.
Okay.
Plus, you got these reports of kind of mixed results from the recent trade talks with China. So the market isn't just worried if new tariffs will hit, but how and when and which products.
The uncertainty itself is the problem.
Precisely. It's that unpredictability that injects so much nervousness, especially for global supply chains. It creates significant potential for disruption. Very choppy waters for investors.
Yeah, choppy is definitely the word. Okay, let's pivot again from finance to the diplomatic front. Geopolitics. Always moving.
Always complex.
And here we have the UK issuing quite a significant warning, saying it might formally recognize a Palestinian state.
That's a notable shift.
Yeah, but it's conditional, right? It depends on Israel changing its policy regarding Gaza. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer made that specific point.
Right. It's a conditional diplomatic signal. But, this raises a really important question, or rather shines a light on the absolutely critical underlying issue.
The humanitarian situation.
Exactly. The grave humanitarian situation in Gaza. We're seeing a UN-linked review that's now warning a famine scenario, the worst-case one they outlined, is actually starting to play out.
It's incredibly serious.
It is. And reports from aid groups on the ground, they're saying food shortages have hit critical levels. This is despite ongoing relief efforts.
So aid is getting in, but it's not enough.
Well, that's the less obvious challenge, isn't it? It's not just about getting aid to the border. It's the immense difficulty, the operational hurdles of actually distributing it inside Gaza effectively. Reaching the people who need it most in a conflict zone is incredibly hard.
A crisis within a crisis, just layers of difficulty.
Okay.
Amidst all this, all this very heavy news, it is worth pointing out that science is pushing forward, looking for answers, looking up.
Which is good to see.
Yeah, positive development today. NASA and ISRO, that's the Indian Space Research Organization, they're getting ready to launch the NISAR satellite. today.
Ah, NISAR. Yes, that's a big one.
A really big one. It's a $1.5 billion mission.
Yeah.
So what's the big deal? Why is it such a leap forward for monitoring the planet?
Okay, the key here is its all-weather imaging capability. See, most observation satellites, they get blocked by clouds or they can't see at night.
Right, makes sense.
But NISAR uses sophisticated radar. It can basically see through clouds day or night. Consistent high-resolution data.
Okay, so constant monitoring.
Constant monitoring of things like ice sheets, how they're changing, ecosystems under stress, tracking natural disasters as they happen. It gives scientists an uninterrupted view, like a continuous pulse check on the planet's vital signs.
Unprecedented detail, you mean?
Exactly. Crucial for climate models, disaster response. It's about getting that really clear, constant picture, no matter the weather. A huge tool.
That is incredible, like giving Earth a permanent, very detailed checkup.
Sure.
Amazing. Now, on a completely different note, much lighter, but still significant in its own way.
Okay.
Today, July 30th, is International Friendship Day.
Yeah.
Marked around the world, people sharing messages, quotes, just appreciating those bonds across different cultures.
Amidst all the global tension and crises.
Yeah, it's actually a really nice reminder, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of those fundamental human connections that tie us all together, hopefully.
Definitely needed.
Okay, and just to round out our snapshot, a couple of more localized headlines, just showing the sheer breadth of what counts as global news on any given day.
Right, the everyday stuff, too.
Exactly. So over in Scotland, there was a major crash on the A9 road. Shut it down for hours.
Oh, dear. Disruptive.
Yeah, sounds like it was a single vehicle crash between Kildare and Tummock. Full closure, big traffic jams. Just a reminder that local incidents have really significant immediate impacts on people's lives.
True. Life happens locally.
And finally, just a quick hop over to the sports world. Everyday life continues, right?
Absolutely. What's happening?
The Washington Commanders, the NFL team, they're actually on a midweek break from their training camp, taking a breather.
Ah, smart move in the summer heat.
Yeah, and the reports are mentioning a couple of players getting some praise, rookie Jalen Lane and the quarterback Jaden Daniels. Standouts during practice before the pause.
Always interesting to see who's making waves early in camp.
Exactly. Just a little slice of normal life,
Yeah.
Amidst everything else unfolding globally. So when you step back, it's really something. The sheer variety of news in just, 10 hours. We've got earthquakes shaking the planet, global economic policy on a knife edge, tricky geopolitical moves,
Really complex diplomacy.
groundbreaking science looking to the stars,
Yeah.
basic human connection being
Let's
celebrated.
ship day.
Yeah. And then, traffic jams and football practice. It's a lot,
Yeah.
but really revealing, I think.
Definitely. And what really stands out for me, and hopefully for you listening, is just how interconnected it all is, how multifaceted our world is.
Right, they're not just random events.
No. Even when they seem totally separate, like, a quake and a tariff deadline, understanding them all happening at the same time gives you a much richer, more nuanced view of the whole global picture. It's all part of this complex tapestry we're living in.
So here's something to think about, maybe. Considering this snapshot, just one day, just 10 hours, how might all these events, the big geological shifts, the small daily things, the policy decisions, how might they ripple outwards? How could they shape the world we're going to be living in, say, over the next few weeks, the next few months? Maybe in ways we can't even really imagine right now. Something to mull over until our next deep dive.